Thanks again for taking the time to speak with me today. So let's get right into it, okay? So let's start off by telling us a bit about who you are and what you guys do.
Yeah, I own 360 Painting of Edina. Edina is a nice suburb in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and we cover virtually all of Minneapolis, St. Paul, and its suburbs. We've been around about 4 years. We do about 700,000 a year and growing fairly rapidly. Have a very nice reputation. That's something we really work hard at, making sure we get decent reviews and just
Mhm.
making sure the quality is there. That's just kind of we think the surest way to success and also the surest way to sanity for me. So
Definitely. Yeah.
that's basically the thumbnail.
Yeah. Social reviews are super important. The first thing people look at when they look at your business, like, hey, what's the reviews for this person, this company?
Right.
That's
It's
good.
amazing how many people mention that.
Yeah, it's the easiest way because we have it. It's you got to make sure we put stress on it. Every good job you do, like, hey, can you please give me a review? That's
Exactly.
good. That's good. And can you then tell me a bit more about what it was like for you guys just before you and I started working together?
Well, I mean, in the spirit of continuous improvement, one of the things I wanted to do a better job of was on working with the leads we had. We were doing a lot trying to get new leads.
Hmm.
We were doing a lot with people where we already had the estimates and
Hmm.
had given, I had met with them and we had a customer service group that was following up. But there were a lot of leads that hadn't turned into estimates that were just sitting there.
Mm.
And they're very low fruit, of course,
Hmm.
because these are people who needed painting, and your first reaction might be, well, they've already found it. Well, what you showed me is that there's a lot of people who haven't. Even going back a year or two,
Yeah.
there are still people who visited the website, had good intentions, and just never got around to it. And that is a good place to mine for new business.
Yeah. It's just money on the table using data you already have, right?
Right,
Lead
right.
nurturing, yeah, it's very important. A lot of people miss out on lead nurturing. It's not just getting the leads, it's really making sure you follow up with them because one call and giving up is not really the way to do it these days.
Well, and I mean, not only are you reaching out to high potential people, but people appreciate that you're organized, that you're on the ball, and that you right away you come in as somebody who's professional and someone they want to work with.
Mm, that's right. That's right. And so, what did you notice when just after you and I started working together? Like, what kind of changes did you see?
Well, I mean, the biggest change is we just got more estimates, and I mean, again, if you're trying to grow your business, it's all about getting leads and estimates and closing those.
Mhm.
And as the business gets bigger, you've got to find more and more people that are, in the market for painting. And you were able to, connect us with people who were serious about, making a purchase.
Awesome. Happy to hear. I'm very happy to hear. That's what I do. If I can't do that, then like I don't know what I do.
Right.
Fantastic. And then just like one last thing, I want to ask you, based on the experience that you've had here, what would you say to other painters who might be considering to work with me?
I mean, the logic about pursuing these, whatever you want to call them, cold leads or whatever, is, impeccable. And you've got a good way of doing it. I like the fact that you're reaching them out by text. We haven't mentioned that before.
Mhm.
I think it's easier to cut through the clutter that way. And the proof is in the pudding, as they say. I mean, you were able to provide me with new prospective customers, and that's just so important to anybody in my business.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, we've seen that text has one of the highest open rates from like all the different platforms, emails, messaging, stuff like that. So it's definitely a platform that should be utilized more, along with other platforms as well. But it's really one that you gotta hone in on. You're missing out on a lot of stuff there. So I'm happy I got to share that with you as well. And so, like I said, I like to keep it short. I don't want to take up too much of your time, which I appreciate greatly. So I hope you have a great day, and we'll speak again soon.
All right. I'd just like to say thank you for all your efforts on our behalf. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.